You want to grow your business. You want to be huge. You want to dominate your product category. But where do you start? What's the first thing you should do to market yourself? Hi, I'm Peter Nevland. Now, we have a saying among Wizard of Ads partners that it's hard to read the label when you're inside the bottle. But even as a marketing consultant who's paid to give advice from an alternative perspective, it can be hard to know which label to read first. It's usually easiest to see what's wrong. But I've found that trying to fix businesses works about as well as trying to correct my wife or anyone else. So again, where do you start? I recently started working with a heating and air conditioning business near Pittsburgh. They've been around for quite a while, but have experienced their biggest growth in the past couple years. In 2013, they had their best year yet, which made me wonder why they needed me. We don't have a marketing strategy, the owner told me. Sounded like they must be doing something right. Well, I spent a day with him, like I do with every new client, asking questions, listening, exploring his history, the advertising he'd done that worked and flopped in the past. I heard all sorts of things he'd done wrong, but I saw him become the most animated when he told me a story about his parents. My dad started the business 50 years ago. He and Mom would answer the phone when it rang after hours. By the time I was 12, they'd let me ride along on late night calls, even on school nights. When I turned 16, they started sending me out on my own. Sometimes I had to plow my way out of the driveway and then back in after the snowplow came. All the other guys around here won't answer the phone late at night. They've got an answering service that takes messages, but they don't get back to people until the morning. They won't do any work on the weekends. Some of them close on Friday. But we want to be able to help people 24/7, and we don't charge more after hours. Great story, I told him. So how do you answer the phone late at night? Well, we've got an answering service, but we'll actually go anytime to work on someone's house. What would it take to answer the phone like your dad and mom used to? See your point, he said. I can hire some people and work the shifts around. Shoot, I'll answer the phone myself until we get the people to do it. Now that's a story. Growing up with parents who cared enough about their customers to answer the phone and respond all night. He started answering the phones himself, and I started telling that story in his advertising. Let's listen to that story.
Schneider's 1 hour. How can I save you time tonight?
Furnace quit on me. House is freezing.
Let's see. I can get a technician out to you in about 2 hours.
Oh, I can wait till morning. It probably costs more tonight, right?
No, it's day, night, weekend. Same great rate.
So I don't need to endure the cold?
Can't see any reason why you would.
Yeah. Come on over.
May I have your name?
Brian.
Okay, Brian. When my technician arrives, he's gonna...
Wait. So you're Mr. Schneider?
That's me.
You're the one staying up to answer the phones?
Sleep when it's not ringing, but yeah.
Why don't you have an answering service like everyone else?
Dad didn't have one. Don't you want service when you need it?
For the same price as daytime? Sure. Can't wait to be warm.
That's $5 tonight. This is a blast if you don't mind never sleeping. Call Schneider's 1 hour. Get your furnace fixed for the same great rate when you need it.
Now, the first month we started telling that story, they were up 15% from the year before. The second month, they're up 35% from the year before and on pace for their best month ever, which has never been January. They're excited. I'm excited. See, it's not fixing what's wrong that's making the difference. He was already wanting to serve his customers 24/7 when no one else would. He just needed to do it more and tell people about it. So where do you start? Look for what you're doing that your customers already respond to. You're probably not talking about that enough or as well as you could. We call that an unleveraged asset. Does it fit with what you love about your business? Is it specific, like only serving chicken when everyone else serves burgers, or delivering furniture the day people buy it instead of making them wait 6 weeks? Don't decide that it's customer service because that's not specific enough. It's like ending a story with, and they lived happily ever after. If you can't find anything that's working, look at your history. Now, if you can't find anything that you ever did that's working and you're still in business, I salute you for your perseverance, but you might need to rethink things. Most every business can find something. Jesus looked at some rough fishermen and told them that he could help them be fishers of men. Whether you agree with their philosophy, they've seriously affected the world. They heard that what they were already doing was great, and it could be bigger. You're doing something great too. Start by focusing on that. Do it more. Tell everyone. If you need help, contact me or another Wizard of Ads partner. We love listening and then telling stories that your customers care about.